Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Saturday. I knew what day it was today. So, Summer Lily and I, we're just here cooling it. She's watching, what is this? Nursery rhyme? Mother Goose Club. It's Mother Goose Club. Hi! I haven't seen your face in a long time. Hi, Jade. Man, so I'm speaking life, I don't feel like crap. And that's exactly why I'm hopping on here, because positivity is truly a challenge. Like, it doesn't come easy. And that's exactly why Earl Nightingale in The Strangest Secret, his strategy for just overall becoming positive is to give yourself a 30-day challenge. Like, okay, I'm going to go on a 30-day challenge. If I mess up, I'm going to start over. Like, if I mess up, I'm just going to start over. And yes, it has been years. And the genius math behind that, now let me say this. Oh, no, I'll come back. Let me finish the statement. I'm going to give y'all the tea. But if you mess up, you start over. How many days does it take to create a new habit? Is it 21 or 27? I'm pretty sure it's 21. Maybe it's 27. I don't know. I'll drop it down there when I figure it out. But either way, it takes that many days to create a brand new habit. So say you're doing the positivity challenge and, hi, Leah. Say you're doing a positivity challenge and you just totally mess up. You have a bad day, a character building day, and you're just like, you know what? I got to start over. How many times are you going to start over? Hello, thanks for joining me. How many times are you going to start the positivity challenge over? Hi, Injury. Eventually, you're going to get tired of starting over because you want to complete your challenge. If you complete the 30-day challenge, you just heard me say it's either 21 or 27 to create a new habit. 30 days in, you have completed the positivity challenge. And I say all of that to say that it is not easy. The most positive person on the planet has their days. And I got on here because I was inspired by my girl Marley. Her name is Jardenia. I hope I'm saying that properly. But she's my new girlfriend. Hi, man. I'm so grateful that you guys are hopping on because I just be on here talking. But I always have a message. I swear it just comes from my heart. It comes from God. Let me fix this for you. I hopped on here because, you know, you really have to connect with like-minded people. You have to connect with people that walk the same life that you do. And lately, you know, I don't want to say I've been struggling, but lately I've really just been like, dang, who do I want to listen to personal development-wise? And, you know, I have so many leaders that my hubby and I look up to that I listen to all the time. David Imanitie, Justin, Brittany, like, I have so many people to listen to that we listen to all day, every day. And I said, you know what? I really need somebody that walks my life, like is a mom, is a wife, and somebody that has the same exact responsibilities as me. And because it's a totally different lifestyle, like somebody that has to continue grinding and has to continue pushing through on days that we don't feel good. Like today, I kind of have a headache, and I'm here by myself. Like, I have to take care of my daughter. My hubby is out running around, running errands. My mom left. And that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother live. I want to talk to you guys about the paradigm that if you live with your parents, you are not good enough. And, you know, I have no poor intentions sharing this with you all, but someone very, very close to me called me and told me that I didn't make it because I lived with my mom. And, you know, thank you, God, for a heart of forgiveness. Because God is so forgiving with us. He gives us so much mercy. So how dare me not be forgiving? How dare me not have mercy and forgive someone that overall cares about me but doesn't have control over what they speak? So I'm going to hop on here one of these days, someday soon, might be later, and talk about that paradigm that if you live with your parents, you didn't make it. Me living with my mother does not have anything to do with my bank account whatsoever. And it comes down to, I'm a working, grinding mom. My hubby and I are so busy. Summer Lily requires a lot of attention. So why would I not put myself and my family in a position that's going to bring us all so much more peace? Forget it. We're about to just have this conversation right now. Why get on later? I have time. I got time. We're about to talk about it right now. Why would I not put myself in a position that's going to give me more peace, that's going to make me more peaceful and calm? My hubby is a busy man. He is always out. He is always on the go. Summer Lily is an active, almost 2-year-old toddler. I work from my phone. You see her sitting here like about to have a fit because Mother Goose Club went off. Here you go. She requires so much attention. Oops, I'm sorry for blopping you upside the head. Okay, so I can't just be in my phone like this all day long, which I pretty much am, and then she's just sitting here. So why would I not put myself in a space where she can have someone that can give her attention, that she can watch TV and watch movies with, that she can play with? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So why would I not be in a space where we can all help each other? I'm like, when I'm not living with my mom, I'm obsessed with her. We're always on the phone. We text all day long. And we don't let a week go by without visiting each other. And living an hour and a half away, it just truly didn't make any sense. She was coming and visiting us on the weekends, and then vice versa. I would come over here. I don't drive. Stay at home dad, that's awesome. That's amazing. I love it. Yeah, so like I don't drive. I drive if I absolutely must. My hubby drives everywhere. And we have just created a life for us where if we don't like it, we fix it. Neither of us like to drive really long distances. I don't like to drive at night because I can't see at night. So why not put myself in a position where, okay, I don't live an hour and a half from my mom. Now I can literally, if Summer's fussing, girl, bye. Go walk over there to your grandma's room. Goodbye. So, people just need to grow. People just need to totally develop. Like, because my ultimate dream, which will probably happen way sooner, I want to have a home where I can always take care of my mom. That I can, that's just my dream. I just want a big house that I can have my hubby, my mom, and my daughter all under the same roof. I can take care of her. There are days that I just don't feel well. And I'm just in here. If I was in my apartment with me and my hubby and I told you guys that he's always on the go, I'm sick. I can't take care of her. Versus I can be here, and if I'm not feeling well, my mom can help me. It's just a blessing. Like, it's so much of a blessing. And for those of you guys that know that we just moved back here. If you saw my live, you'll see why, and all of the issues that we had at the previous place that we were living. It was like I was really honestly miserable. I was miserable because I really, really needed help. And, sometimes I don't even like to say like suffer, but like I really deal with migraines. I really deal with like horrible, here's some girl talk. I really deal with like horrible, painful periods. And thank God it's getting so much better since I started drinking this tea. No cap. Once I started drinking the CBD tea, and only 1 month in, my period has gotten so much better to the fact that I can actually function. But that's a whole nother story. So, there are a lot of days out of the month that I truly don't feel well. And I still have to take care of my daughter. I don't cook that often. We actually eat out quite a bit. We honestly eat out every single day. But I'm working on it. If you guys have some salad recipes, because I'm on salads really hard right now. So I've been going and buying salads every day. If you have salad recipes, please let me know. I need some good ones so I don't keep having cheat meals. What was I... You guys know I get off track. But yeah, like, you want to say hi? Now I'm totally off track. But all of that to say, there are a lot of days that I just don't feel well. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cleaning. You guys know I just moved in. I have to unpack my entire apartment and still not feeling well. And business goes on. Multiple businesses go on. I still have to work. So all of that to say, get the help that you need, whatever that means. If that means you have to hire a chef, if that means you have to hire a maid, if you have to hire a nanny, whatever you have to do, get the help that you need. So where I was going with that, my girl Jardinia, I call her Marley because her Instagram name is Marley. But she thank you so much, and Jerry. You guys see right now, like, this is my life. My kid is, like, sucking the life out of me. This is how I work. Like, this is how, when you guys see me posting on Instagram, when you see me doing my stories, I'm literally all day on my phone. I'm feeding her right now, and I'm working like this. Like, I cannot make this up. But I don't complain. I just do it. And here's another thing. My husband told me multiple times, you do not have to work. Here, baby. He told me multiple times, you don't have to work. Yes, get that made. And that's the thing. That's my next goal. And so I'll talk about my goals in a second. I literally had to make it. I have to put my goal book right here. Yeah, we'll come back to that part. But one of my next goals is I just have to go ahead and get it made. Like, I don't have time to clean. Like, honestly, I don't have time. Darn, what was I saying? It was going to be so good. Somebody remind me. Saying get help, get it made. Oh, okay, my girl Marley. Talking to her has been so refreshing because... And I started this video talking about how challenging it is to be positive and how you just have to continue starting over because, you know, you can feel like when you're trying to be positive that you can't open your mouth and say, you know, your words create. So you don't want to just walk around like, oh, I'm sick, I don't feel good. But everybody knows, you know, when you're not feeling well, you just want to like say like, oh, I don't feel good. But you can't. And it is really a habit change to, instead of walking around saying, oh, I don't feel good, to speak life into yourself for real. And that's my girl Marley on her live was just saying that. I actually, if Summer wasn't on my phone, I would like to show it to you guys because talking to her, man, is just so exciting because she's like, I'm not feeling well, but I'm getting my vitamins in. I'm eating apples. I'm taking these herbs. I'm taking the time to take a bath, and I'm fixing it. She's not like, oh, I don't feel well. Can mommy see? Let's show them Miss Marley. Let's see. Let me show you guys right now because I'm sitting here trying to describe it and explain. And my whole point is to say, you can still grow yourself. You can still grow your thinking, and you can still be positive, but just listen.
Pace is a bit slower today because I feel like I'm sick every time the migraine. Hey, Instagram family, just want to give you a quick update as you stand.
Actually, let me tag her before I show this. Let me tag her at Marley, because I'm sharing all her stuff. At Marley.Rosane, even if she doesn't see this, because she isn't feeling well today, as you will hear in a moment. Okay, mama. My energy level has literally been on E since the Christmas rush, and I have a 6-year-old. Okay, baby girl. 6-year-old. Is that a type of BERU, energetic daughter? Man, let's talk about energy because there have been days. Let me play this so I can give her the phone back, and then we'll talk.
My thing because I feel like I look like crap because I feel like I have flu-like symptoms and I'm healing my way through that. I am healed, I'm healthy, I'm whole.
Okay, Summer Lily.
Every time the nut appetite comes, every time the feverishness comes, I drink plenty of water. I speak life to myself. I take apples. You know, I wallow in the I'm sick for like a little mini second, and I keep moving and I keep pushing because Our body wants movement. Our body works with movement. Everything needs to continuously move, and I need to continuously push on through, even though I'm sick. You know, I've got goals, and I have to move, even if my pace is a bit slower today because, you know, my body is under attack. The immune system is fighting. I still need to move. So yeah, that's my little message. Aside from that, yes, the no electronics.
Okay. Meanwhile, my kid is attacking me. So, excuse me, you guys. I mean, this is why I'm happy to get on here and share this with you guys, because I've heard so many people say, like, Instagram moms are so fluff, it's so fake. And I just really made a decision to share more of me and more of myself and more of my life. Yes, I'll take the pretty pictures. Yes, I'll take the cute pictures showing my daughter and, you know, with hair and makeup and all of that. And that's not what every day looks like, honestly. That's not what every day looks like. Some days I have enough time and energy to get up and get myself together and float through Target looking like everything is all together. But this is what really it looks like every single day. And I have to show this because there are so many moms that I talk to on a daily basis that feel like they can't do it, that feel like they can't run a business, that they can't add an additional stream of income if they're working. And it is possible. It's not easy. It is a lot of work. But is it worth it is the question. Is it worth it to put in the grind work and put in the foundation for however long it will take, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 15 years, to not have to deal with what you're currently dealing with forever? Are you willing to do it for a short period of time? Yes. Okay. So I want to talk about energy. My energy level has literally been on E since the Christmas rush. And I have a 6-year-old, very energetic daughter. Yeah. Let's talk about that. You know what? Actually, last night I was on a call with, my friend and business partner Angie and some of the other girls that are in her group with CBD, and they were just sharing their experiences. And this is again why I just like talk to moms so much, because they were sharing what these products are helping them with. Ever since I started drinking this CBD tea and the energy, and I don't take the energy every single day because I have to get some more. Okay, you want to watch Mother Goose Club? Here you go. Let me help you. Turn it way down. You guys, I get tired of listening to this stuff every day, honestly. Which is why recently I asked, what are you moms listening to? Because you really have to get your personal development up for real. Like, you really have to get your personal development up. I have been slacking, and you can't slack because what you're listening to really changes your day. So I've been listening to, she's got my phone so I can't show you, but I've been listening to mom affirmations. I've got to listen to like patient, peaceful, calm mom affirmations, wife affirmations, all of that, because otherwise I'll be in here listening to myself and what's the voice in my head, and that's a terrible idea. But yes, so before I started drinking this tea, because that's the product that I take every single day, I just started taking the NutriBurst, which I'm loving so far. But just with the tea alone, I have not had any of the days that I used to where I would feel so drained to the point that I would not leave the couch. Let's just be totally real. I wouldn't get up, I wouldn't brush my teeth or shower until like 8 p.m. because I was just mentally, emotionally, physically drained from just being a mom. Hi, Miss Michelle. From just being a mom and just life, you know? And I've shared with you guys before how horrible my period is. It is, honest to God, so terrible. Well, it used to be. Like, I think what a lot of men don't understand sometimes, and I'm glad you guys are on here so that you can be hip, because if you've got a lady partner, you really need to know, because she may not verbally tell you this. For me personally, so I've been diagnosed, whatever that means, with dysmenorrhea, which is painful periods. And also, like dealing with PMDD, which is kind of like a step up from PMS. So what that means in short is 10 days before my period comes, the symptoms start. the hell starts. 10 days before, so let's just map out how the month goes. 10 days before, I start getting headaches. I start getting the terrible, like, back pain. Feels like an elephant kicked me in my back. Terrible, terrible cramps. Just the emotional part, like the true PMS, like feeling anxiety and feeling depressed, and you have no idea why. Like, life is grand, life is sweet, but for whatever reason, your period comes and just feeling like an emotional wreck. So that's what I used to deal with 10 days before my period. Then the period comes. Hell. Excuse me, you guys. Even right now, I'm just really not feeling amazing. But, yeah, I've been feeling, like, super nauseous these past couple of days. But anyway, so then the period comes, used to last like 6 days. After I started drinking the tea, it's down to 4, and I'm just amazed. And that was only after the first month. I've read that CBD is something that you take continuously, and over time, it helps even more. Like, it's not like an instant, okay, I made the CBD tea, I drink it, and now it's a miracle. I'm not even about to cap like that. I'm not. The detox and the weight loss is like this. But I've read that CBD is something that taking it continuously, and what I've read, like 3 months or so, that's when you really start to see the results of CBD. So I was just so blown away that after the first month, my period improved so much. And then explaining how the month will go and it can really, really affect you. Then after your period, you deal with ovulation. Get your life. Would you like to watch Sesame Street instead? Excuse me for 1 minute, you guys. Hold on. And I can't do Littlefinger anymore. I'm not doing Littlefinger anymore. You can watch Sesame Street. Oh, Sesame Street, 2 hours. Mommies, just look up Sesame Street 2 hours on YouTube. That's the business. That'll literally, like, make your kids sit down. Here you go. Oh, no. Go on. Be patient with me, you guys. Okay. Come on. Lay down. Thank you. Okay. Wow, I'm so glad you're getting some relief. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, I thought I was alone with the depression. I thought I go through serious depression when it's that time. Yes, it's rough. It's honestly really, really rough. And that's what I was describing. Like, men, they can sympathize with you and they can, like, you know, feel bad and just be like, man, what can I do to make you feel better? But literally, unless you go through it, unless you experience it, unless you experience feeling depressed for no reason, you just don't get it. So, so then after a 6-day period, then you deal with the random, like, ovulation, cramps, pain, whatever. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So at this point, that's 10, 16 days, and then maybe like 3. So 16, 17, 18, 19, and maybe longer than that. The month is only like 30 days. And I just got to a point where, I'm like, man, my period is taking over my entire life. Like, this is not a life. Man, okay, so I'm really just talking. Like, I'm going to just talk because I know that there is somebody that can relate. And I know that there is somebody that needs to hear this. I got burnt out sometimes with the children, but I took a breather when I could. Yeah, let's talk about that in a second, too. So I got to a point where I'm holistic Hannah. I'm not big on taking medicine. I don't believe in birth control. Not in general. It's just not for me. I'm so over breastfeeding, you guys. We'll talk about that soon. But I was just like, I'm so desperate for relief that as much as I don't believe in birth control, is that the tea I'm getting? Okay, so you're getting I'm sending you the regular detox tea. It has all of the detox properties and, like, the weight loss properties. You'll get a sleeve with, like, four little packets. It's not the CBD tea. They haven't made samples for that yet. And I've really been pondering. I've been seeing some people, like, make their own sample kits with the CBD products. So if people are interested in that, I'll buy a pack of the CBD tea that I can actually send out samples because I really want people to be able to try it. I just have to figure out a way to do it that makes sense, if that makes sense. Because I want to do it. I want people to try the actual CBD tea that I talk about every day without having to buy it if they're not ready to buy it. Okay, so you guys, she's so cute. With that being said, I was so desperate for relief for my period that I almost considered getting on birth control, as much as I'm like so against it. And just the fact that I had even this much relief from taking the tea for 1 month, I'm willing to stick it out and like wait for it to get even better every single month. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so talking about getting burnt out. You get burnt out sometimes, the children, but I took a breather when I could. Taking a breather it's so important. Like, it is so important. Like, sometimes you can really get to the point where you feel like, oh my God, I'm really going to lose my mind in here. But whenever I can, and okay, let's talk about this. That's why I actually got a gym membership, and I have to cancel that one and get a new membership. I think I'm going to get a membership at LA Fitness because I love LA Fitness. But, baby. So the gym membership that we currently have that I'm about to cancel it was like my first opportunity for like a sincere break without driving an hour and a half to let Summer sit with my mom. Because she's breastfeeding, I can't drop her off. I can't let her stay overnight. Like, she's literally attached to me at the hip. So with that being said, I got this gym membership because they have a kids club. And I said, okay, I can go and work out, get in the jacuzzi, take an uninterrupted shower. I mean, honestly, sometimes I don't get to even take a shower by myself because she's just attached at my hip. So I'm like, okay, is $119 a month worth my peace of mind? Yeah, so that I can get in the car, go across the street, let her go to kids club. She's home with me all day. She doesn't get to see kids. She doesn't get to play with kids. So I'm like, okay, perfect. And that was a blessing. Like, the first day that I went and I got to work out and just sit in the jacuzzi. I said, this is what I needed. This is what I needed. But then it got to a point where she didn't want to stay in kids club. What? Like, I'm paying for you to have a gym membership and you don't want to go to kids club? It's ridiculous. You need help? So if you guys have LA Fitness, drop down below and let me know how it works. I'm about to look into it, but I think it's significantly cheaper than what we were paying. And that other one, that other gym, it's not like LA Fitness that there's one on every corner. Here, baby. So I have no choice but to cancel it. But I'm definitely going to look into LA Fitness. But again, getting back to what I was saying, how much it's a blessing to live with my mom again, is that I don't have to worry about, one, paying for a membership for her to go to the gym, and two, having to strap her up, put a coat on her, in addition to get myself ready, pack 2 gym bags, get in the car, and drive to the gym. I can just leave her with my mother. So the statement of, and forgive me again, I'm not coming from a bad place because my heart is clear and I have forgiven the person that said this to me. But for someone to tell me that I did not make it, and I never said like, oh, I made it. I never said that anyway, so I don't even know where this came from. But for someone to open their lips and say to me that I didn't make it because I live with my mom is utter and complete BS. Because I need my mom. I need help with this little individual right here. I need to be able to hop in the car and go to Starbucks and sit there by myself for 2 seconds. And I didn't have that option when I wasn't living with my mom. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen the video that I just posted, it's 1 minute. Take 1 minute of your life to go listen to this clip from Les Brown about letting your dreams die with you. I'm really just like trying to motivate people to just go for their dreams. I have so many people telling me that they're scared to chase their dreams. These are breast milk feeding mothers. They can really tell you something awesome. Oops. How do I get off of this screen? Okay. And here's another thing. I get up in the morning. I'm going to read you guys' messages in 1 second. You know, I get up in the morning. I try to write my goals. Do you know how hard it is to write your goals with a toddler that wants to just write? You know what I'm saying? So the things that come easy to other people, like getting up in the morning, writing their goals, having their cup of coffee in peace, you know, moms don't really get that luxury. It's not cookie cutter like that. So you have to work with what you have. And something that my husband taught me is, I can't remember where he got this from, but it's a motivational speaker that says this. Figure out what works and figure out what doesn't work. And really, you got to figure it out quickly. So what works for me and what doesn't work is I cannot write my goals in front of her because I will just have frustration of not being able to actually finish writing my goals. And I actually have to sneak away from her in the morning. Like, honestly, I wake up in the morning, I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to, like, pull her off of me and, like, sneak away. So what works, what doesn't work, this morning I tried to write my goals in front of her. Tomorrow I have to be even better. I'm probably going to have to write my goals in the bathroom because that's my only free time. And instead of complaining about it, I just have to change it. But yes, I will follow them. You know, I'm always looking to connect with mommies. I need to find something that's just for me, away from the house, work, and mommyhood at least once a week. Yes. Yes. And and sometimes it can be hard to find that time. And that's where, like, really planning your schedule is so important. And that's something I'm working on too. You know, I'm not here to say you need to plan your schedule. I'm trying to plan my schedule right now, you know? And it's worth putting it together so that you can say, okay, I need to do laundry, I need to do this, I need to cook, maybe I need to meal plan, I need to do this, this, and that. And schedule in that time for yourself, seriously. So that's what I'm working on. But having that time, I just know that every time I get away, even if it's for like 10 minutes, and I'm like missing my daughter and my hubby, and I'm ready to go back, I come back refreshed. And it's so important to just, like, get your head on straight, because I've read so much stuff. Like, you have to be, you know, you have to have your mental health in check. You have to have yourself in check to be a good, peaceful mom, to be a good, peaceful wife. Because otherwise, it's like you're running on E for real. Like, you're really running on E. And if you just step out and take a second to breathe. Oh, and download the Headspace app. Download the Headspace app, because those 3 minutes of meditation can really change your life. I mean, honestly, there was one time in particular that I remember that I was like, yo, I am losing it. I'm completely losing it. I told my husband, I said, I need a second. Said, I need a second. You got to take her. Even if she's screaming, crying, whatever, you got to take her. And I'm about to step out on this balcony, and I'm going to listen to my Headspace app for 3 minutes. And when I came back in, he was looking at me like I was crazy, because I stepped back in and I was like, now what were we saying? It really truly makes such a difference. Like, really take time to meditate. So much comes from meditation. So many thoughts, so many ideas, so much peace. So there's that. Thank you. Somebody said it. She weaned 2 boys. Yeah, I need to hit her up ASAP. As far as the breastfeeding thing goes, since I'm still talking and you guys are still listening, I said yesterday, I used to get on here and talk to myself, and it was just, like, so heartbreaking. But my husband told me, like, keep going, keep getting on there, keep talking, because somebody's listening and somebody needs to hear it. But as far as the breastfeeding thing goes, like, I'm tired, you guys. Like, it's exhausting. It's one of those things that, like, unless you've done it, you don't understand how it can be so exhausting. Like, okay, whoop-de-doo, you breastfeed. Nobody understands, like, how it can mentally be, like, draining and so emotional. Like there have literally been times that I just, like, sat there feeding her, crying. Like, oh my God, I cannot do this anymore. My husband was like, you know, as much as I said that I was going to just breastfeed her until she stopped. She's almost 2. Like, who knows when she's going to stop? And I can't do this till she's 4. But, have to sneeze. So, what was I going to say? I've tried, one of my friends told me to put vinegar on my boobs. That didn't work. I was really hoping that it did, especially because I hate the smell of vinegar. Yes, and that's another thing. Like, it's so easy for people to just say, well, why don't you stop then? You can't just stop, because the pain that comes along with, like, not breastfeeding for a certain amount of time, it's so painful. Your boobs get engorged. I remember for our anniversary, I like begged my mom to just watch Summer, even though like that I can't leave her overnight because she cries for me. I begged my mom, like, please, it's our anniversary. Like, please just watch her. You're gonna hit your head. Okay. Like, please just watch her for me. And we stayed in a hotel. And even just that one night from not feeding her, well, get your life. Say hi. Whatever. She sees a truck outside. Why are you so excited? You guys, my kid got to get out. My kid has to get out. She's waving at like this moving truck outside. Y'all, we got to get outside today. Poor thing. But even just that one night, my boobs are so full, I had to just like get the milk out just to be able to even function. Yeah, and then they leak in public. Like, being a woman is such a crazy blessing. You guys got to see this. I'm trying to flip it over. What are you looking at? You being nosy? Say hello. But yeah, so, man, I talked way more than I planned to. I hopped on here to tell you guys about my girl, Jardinia, and how, like, she's in this moment not feeling well, but fighting through it and still speaking positively and speaking life over herself, and acknowledge that she's not feeling well, but speaking life. So that's all. It's nap time, you guys. I gotta let Summer go to sleep. But anyway, please go watch that video that I just posted on my page. It's less brown. It's 1 minute. And we'll talk soon. Thank you for listening.